Welcome to the dopest live stream that's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Ari's crib, Ari's crib, Ari's crib, Ari's crib.
Yo, it's another news day. I feel good, I'm on top like a kufe. Sipping my coffee, shaking my head for homies acting goofy. Guess they do it for the gram or the TikTok, so who's me? Welcome to the crib, let's kick it like Bruce Lee. Part intelligent, part ratchet, that's half Neil deGrasse, you half Boosie. Listen, man. Real spit, now that's lit, homie, truthfully. If you in the Tampa area, you should be down like Bruce B. We treat the pod like sex, we start slow into full speed. Like the way we work it. 9 p.m. we going in, we potting perfect. Bees and Tachi is my posse. No worries because I know my posse got me. Be careful, we might snap like paparazzi. But yo, we'll start the show and get a lit like sipping hot toddy. What's good and 10 pretty people? Tuesday evening, my name is Corey. This is my crib. And I invite you into my home for another evening of the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and every now and then like a showcase. We have another dope show for you tonight. Sad news was reported Monday. Rapper PnB Rock was shot and killed in LA during a robbery attempt. The internet immediately had allegations. R.I.P. to PnB Rock. We'll get into it. Ray J went live over the weekend and had receipts for Kris Jenner on he and Kim's sex tape. We'll get into it. The algorithm. It affects you every day. You hear about it all the time, but what exactly is it? We'll get into this, that, and a bunch more. I'm joined by the homie Bees Buddha. What's up to everybody watching? Podcast listeners listening. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you're not already. Share this to your feed. Feed the algorithm. We're going to have a good time tonight. Phone lines will be open as usual. Area code 813-559-3339. Hit us up. Let us know your thoughts. If you're shy, jump in the chat. What's going on to all my house guests in the chat this evening? What's going on with you, Bees? How you feeling, brother? How you been? How was your weekend and things?
My weekend was well. My weekend was well. You know what I'm saying? Always, like I said, always a good blessing. Hello, Tuesday. I'm here.
That's what's
you know
up.
What I'm
That's
saying?
What's up.
So
can't be mad at that.
That's what it's about. You know me. I'm just happy to be. I'm just happy to be here, brother. Just
I
happy
feel
to
you.
be
I feel
here.
you.
You know what I mean?
I feel it. Cause I actually, Speaking of happy to be here, I actually I viewed my uncle's service today. My uncle passed away. My uncle Pete. He was 92 years old. He was 92 years old. His service was actually this morning. You know, so he lived a long and good life. So can't be mad at it. Can't be mad at it.
Yeah,
you know?
God bless.
For real. Shout out to my Uncle Pete. You know, my weekend was chill. My yesterday was a little bit wild though. And
Okay.
I kind of took a tumble. Yesterday. The first time I felt like I was a little old, but I took a tumble down my steps, yo.
What, like to your crib?
Yeah, the steps in my crib. I fell yesterday walking down the steps. So my chick had went to my car. She was about to run to the store, and she couldn't find my wallet. I was gonna give her my card to pay for the shit. She couldn't find it. I found my wallet, but I was saying, let me try to catch her before she leaves. But it was raining out. One, it was raining, right?
It's raining everywhere yesterday.
And two, I had on my robe, you know, and my robe is the long robe. It like comes down to my feet.
Got you.
It comes down to my feet, right? So I'm running out the crib. I got on my slides as well. So I'm like, you know what? Let me be careful as I'm jogging down these steps with my slides. You know, I was supposed to like grab my robe and hold it up, but I didn't want to look like an idiot running out my house holding my robe up, you know, so my feet don't step on it. But I kind of slid and my foot stepped on my robe at the same time as I was trying to traverse down the steps. And I ended up busting my ass. And I didn't bust my ass like I slid back and fell. Me sliding, slipping, and stepping on my rug. On my robe, I should say.
Wait. Sliding, slipping, and stepping?
Yes. Sliding, slipping, and stepping on my robe. You know?
Okay.
That caused me to
make sure I heard that correctly.
That didn't just make me fall. It made me tumble. It made me tumble. And
wow.
And when I say tumble, nigga, I'm talking about like I rolled over myself. Like my head was down and then my legs was up in the air and I landed on my feet, but one of my slides was like in the bushes. So I had to get my slide. I was like, fuck. I'm over here worried about how I look holding my robe. Here I am doing a fucking forward flip down the steps. Luckily, I didn't hurt myself. I just got a little cut. Just a little cut right there.
You didn't really land on your feet because you supposed to have your slides on when you landed. The slides was not supposed to be in the bushes, brother.
Well, I landed on one foot. The banister helped me from totally fucking just rolling down the steps. You know how you used to grab the railings and do a flip when you was a kid type of shit? Mm-hmm. That's kind of how I flipped. Yes, Kimmy Cat, I'm okay. You know, Kimmy said, "Lord, Kari, you all right?" Yes, I'm all right. I'm all right. You know, I appreciate the condolences as well, y'all. Appreciate the condolences. Definitely appreciate that. But I'm all right. You know,
everybody in the chat.
I do have a slight cut on my hand, but that's about it. I think everything else is pretty good. You know, I'm a good old nigga. You know, I'm a good old nigga.
You got a little athleticism.
Little bit still. You know, I could, you know, I still got that football moves in me. You know what I mean? You able to cut. You know, I still got it. I can still dance. I still could do the electric boogaloo and shit like that. You know? Shit, man. Let's go ahead and jump into our first topic of the evening. And you know what? Before I actually hit that button, I'm gonna pour me a shot.
Okay, Nori.
I hear something in my computer over there too. But I'm gonna pour me a shot, man, because I want to start this off with I'm gonna take a shot for PnB Rock. Rest in peace.
Yes, R.I.P.
R.I.P. It was reported.
PnB Rock.
It was reported yesterday that PnB Rock was shot and killed. I was actually on my Twitter yesterday, and I seen a video actually come through that actually showed him shot and kind of like some of his last breaths. And I was mad I seen it. I didn't share it with nobody and nothing like that because that's just not something I'm trying to spread. But he was shot and killed. Witnesses say that some men came inside, demanded his jewelry. He didn't give it up. Words were exchanged. They shot him multiple times, took his jewelry, and then ran up out of there. Got up out of there. And the internet immediately did the internet thing. They started looking at shit, trying to be investigators. Who did this? How did this happen? And the first thing people said was, yo, his girlfriend posted their location. And immediately went to, yo, she shouldn't have posted the location. That's how niggas knew where to run up on them. A possibility, but there's no proof that that is the actual reason that somebody pulled up. I've never been to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I've never been to the location where he was actually killed, but they say that it's not in the greatest of areas, and there's always people around that can see people come in. So I think the internet kind of jumped the gun trying to blame this woman on her post being the cause of his death. I can't say it is, but I also can't say it wasn't.
But what were they were driving in something different? You know what I'm saying? First and foremost. So
yeah, people definitely had to see them pull up in something. Is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. See, and that's what you call it. And at the end of the day, like if you know, like I know, those other areas, like New York, even New York, certain areas of New York, you gotta check in. You gotta find somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I think it's reported that I think he's been living out there for a while.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I also have heard that this is not the first incident with him in these chains.
Correct. He actually had an interview that was released recently, or on the day of his death, actually, by Academics. Academics had interviewed him recently and said this was a recent interview where he spoke about altercation where somebody kind of approached him and was trying to act like niggas was trying to run up on him type of thing. It didn't go that way then. Unfortunately, it went that way. Went that way now.
This time, yeah.
Kimmy Cass says she's been there, and she says you are seen when you go there. Ambitious Hustler says, I don't understand, why did she post his location if she know he's a superstar? Why didn't they take her bust down watch? So she had a bust down, but they didn't get the bust down. For me, the bust down isn't as easily seen as the chains around the watch, around the neck. When you focus in, you're focused in on what you're focused in on, in my opinion. You know?
Right.
It's sad. People are blaming the girl. But when in reality, you really need to blame the culprits that did this, the people that did this.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, the people that robbed them. And me, I'm not a criminal. I haven't done any dumb shit in a long time, since my teenage years. But I can jump into the mind of a criminal, and I don't need to know people's locations to be able to get them. If I wanna get somebody, I can just sit in front of a location like I'm Omar. I can sit in front of a location like I got a day job, like that's my day job, 8 hours a day until I see somebody shiny enough for me to run up on. 40 hours of waiting is worth a 50G stick up. 60G, no telling what these rappers have around their necks, but these people with money have around their necks.
Look at those two dudes in the Bronx with the 20,000.
You talking about that Mercedes crash shit? Which was crazy to me. Side note, I thought that was crazy that dude rammed the car, but that Benz must have been stolen because damage to that was worth more than 20,000. You know? But back on topic. On the academics interview, this is in Business Hustle. On the academics interview, he said he almost got robbed and told his girlfriend, let's leave the location. And on their way to safety, she was like, no, let's stop at the store. And the robbers was following the whole time. That's what Ambitious Hustler says in the chat. You know? But you can lay up on the spot and just wait for somebody you see shining. Not saying that's what happened, but you don't necessarily need a location. But with that being said, I'm not a celebrity, you know? Maybe I might be somewhat of a celebrity to some people, somebody out here in Tampa. You know, somebody posted me the other weeks talking about, oh, I know Corey's crib, you know, but I'm nowhere near a celebrity of that level or anything like that. And I don't post my location. And if I do post my location, it's when I'm gone. Like I'll go to this spot out here called Yuppie. They got some great wings. And I like to post that, yo, I went to Yuppie. I like to support independent business. But even me not being really anybody of big notability, you know, I don't post that I went there until I'm in my car leaving. When you see, yo, I went to Yuppie, you see that shit when I'm gone. You don't see it while I'm there. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's the generation I come from. We think a little different, perhaps. I think this generation is very big on social media. I need to make myself seen. I need to make myself noticed. Let niggas know where I'm at. These motherfuckers gonna know I be getting out and around.
I think our generation is more of you know, you don't want that business to get back to your household. This generation is more of like, I don't give a fuck if it get back to the household. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel because that's how they put themselves out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Like think about it. Think about the stuff that we did. We wasn't trying to let our moms find out about that shit.
About what though? Like what? He was a 30-year-old man. What about what?
No, I'm just saying in general, like of this generation, they're too it's basically like you said, they're too just trying to be out there, like as to like we're more conservative.
Yeah. But I don't think
with our whereabouts and our
I think these kids have multiple social media accounts. Social media accounts they friends know about, and then social media accounts they mom know about. You know, that's just my opinion. I think my kids have other Instagram accounts than the ones I know about. It's underneath some other names I don't know, but that's just my thinking because that's what I would do as a kid.
Oh, you know, same here.
But once people get to a certain,
my daughter already told me.
What's that?
My daughter told me she got her regular account. She got some other account, and then she got a stalker account.
A stalker account?
Yeah, like no, if one of her girls,
the account she looks at people's shit from that she don't want people to know she's looking at shit from.
Yes.
Yeah. But now I think See, I think the problem is that people have started becoming famous and earning big incomes from social media. And because that happened, a lot of people feel like I need to make my life pretty much public on social media. And I think it became the norm for some people, to whereas me and you, we didn't have that shit. So we didn't even think about no shit like that. You know, we was all like police is watching from the windows with cameras type of shit. So we got to be careful with the shit we did. You know what I mean? That was our mindset growing up as kids, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like, now I think like the mind state is, yo, there's too many people in the world for the police to even notice my social media account. So I'm going to say whatever. You know? So people gain notoriety and attention from social media. So I think a lot of people in the younger generation feel like social media is pretty much a part of their life. They were kind of raised in that shit, almost raised in the internet. Like we come from a different generation. We come from that generation that didn't have internet and then had internet. That generation isn't going to exist again. You know, in that little gap of no internet and internet, that's a small gap when you actually look at it.
Yeah.
Once that internet came about, everybody was born into that, here goes the internet.
Okay.
You know? And that's just become so like it was like just ingrained in their culture. Like the younger generation's culture has the internet ingrained in it. So it's like it's part of their everyday, nonstop, really. Like,
so it's life for them. It's actually really life for them.
Yes. 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 It's almost kind of like life, almost.
Okay.
You know? Like, I could see my kids sitting here watching a movie, phone in hand, looking at shit as they're I'm like, how are you watching the movie and looking at your phone? They've been doing it for so long, they're trained to do that. Though my kids don't really fuck with social media like that, or maybe it's because I don't have their accounts they don't want me to know about.
Copy.
So that's a possibility. But from the accounts I do know about, they just post regular shit. They don't post no crazy shit. And they're aware of shit. They're like, I ain't posting this shit. Motherfuckers is crazy out there. So some people are aware, but some aren't. Or some just don't care. Wayne over here in the chat says, yo, Corey, it's a generation gap. So we have to tell these young rappers or people you don't have to tell what you have. Yeah, Kimmy Cat says, yo, her niece agrees there is a stalker account. Everybody has a stalker account. I'll be looking at some of my interactions on my Instagram sometime, be wondering, like, is this a stalker account or is this just some chick that created an account to try to sell her OnlyFans? I don't know how many followers you have, but I be having mad followers of like just trying to sell sex online type of shit. I'm like, get out of here. I don't follow.
All the time. All the time. I think every male, if they know that that's a male page, they got some type of sex sales shit on there.
Yeah. Cheryl says, I'm so glad there wasn't social media in my day. You know what would be a good...
Why you say that, Cheryl?
Because social media is crazy. Social media is bugged nowadays, yo. The way... You could be the brokest nigga in the world, but you can go on social media and make yourself look rich, and people will believe that. The niggas that know you, the niggas that know you will actually be like, yo, is that nigga getting bread all of a sudden? They be like, wait, that don't look like that nigga crib. That nigga got one corner in his crib that look fresh. The rest of that shit is a shithole. Y'all think that nigga rich. That nigga got a corner with some fucking LEDs and a table with a plant on it. The rest of that nigga shit is shitty with pizza boxes and all types of bullshit. That nigga shit is a shithole.
Yo,
social
you
media would have you thinking
stupid,
some other shit, yo.
He said, nigga got one corner in the whole house and the rest of that shit look like the shit.
Exactly, yo. But that will have people thinking your life is so extravagant. You know? But that's just me. Wayne says, yo, my cousin got robbed about 4 years ago by posting her income tax money on her bed. And she also posted she was going on vacation and came back home and she had a home invasion. I tell you what.
Wow.
I tell you what. In October, I've been thinking about whether I was going to say this or not, but you know what? I'm going to say it because I already thought about this shit. I already thought about it, right? Sometime in October, I'm taking me a trip overseas. I'm taking me a trip overseas, yeah. We're going over to Barcelona.
Nice.
Right? I'm not going to tell motherfuckers exactly when, but also when I do go, because this motherfucker said home invasion, I thought about that. I said, you know what, that would be the perfect time for a motherfucker to come up in my shit and steal some shit. So when I go out of town like that, my shit is going in storage. You know, my valuables, my irreplaceables is going in storage, like my computers, the shit I use for streaming, shit that I could replace the computers, I can't replace the hard drives and the information on them. That shit's going in storage. You know?
Nah, I feel you.
And when I go on vacation, I probably won't post shit till I'm getting ready to come back. Well, it's not full vacation. It's not a full vacation. It's actually like part work, then part vacation. So I'm actually going out for business and shit like that. But then I'm gonna change it some of that time into like some checking out the area of Barcelona. Because all I know about Barcelona is that USA played there when in the
Olympics.
The first Dream Team was in Barcelona, nigga. I remember that.
I can't.
You know? Wayne says social media is the devil. You say social media is the devil? I wouldn't say the devil. Maybe the devil advocate. Maybe the devil's advocate. Maybe that. You know, but let's move on. A Bronx woman has been jailed because she got into a fight on a plane. First off, why you fighting on a plane? And second off, you from the Bronx, you should know they ain't gonna treat you like no white woman from Idaho.
Yo, you should fix that because I believe that says airline flight. It's airline fight.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a fight, but oh well. A New York woman has been sentenced to 4 months in prison for interfering with crew members aboard a flight from Dallas to Los Angeles last year that had to be diverted to Phoenix. So because of her motherfucking actions and antics exactly on this flight, they had to divert the flight and land because her ass did not know how to be non-unruly. You know, she's 29. She's from the Bronx. She sat in first class, so she thought she was doing it. I'm doing it, nigga. I'm in first class. Don't nobody better say shit to me. Somebody said something to her, and she had a motherfucking problem. Had a goddamn problem.
These eggs ain't poached.
You know? But since they diverted it, they landed, they arrested her ass. She went to court. She got to do 4 months in jail. She's going to have 3 months of supervised probation. And because the flight had to be diverted, you now owe the airline $9,200.
Wow.
That's an expensive ass fight. That's an expensive ass outburst. Wow. That's an expensive ass don't nobody better say shit to me. This is me thinking on how it kind of went. She got to pay $9,200
So where
in
does she have to do
restitution.
her time at? L.A. or Dallas?
I don't know, but it's going to be in the feds. When you do shit,
No, so it doesn't matter.
when you do shit and you get in trouble on the airplane, that's a federal offense. A federal offense means federal time. And guess what? You got to do about 85% of your time in the feds before you're eligible for parole.
Yo, what she got?
She got to do
4 months?
She got to do 4 months.
Oh, she's going to do the whole 4 months. They're not going to let her 85% her. No, she's doing the whole 4 months. It's 4 months. You're doing the whole 4 months.
Yeah, she's been ordered to pay 92 restitution.
I don't see them even what you call. This is just a lesson. Little does she know, this is a slap on the ass. You lucky fucking with the feds. You lucky. Not, yo, 9,200 and 4 months in jail. Give me that. I'll take that. I don't know about anybody else. Give me that. I'll take it. But you know, if I was in some situation and then that's the numbers that they giving out, give me that. I'll take that. I ain't asking no questions. I ain't none of that shit.
Oh, and she's been banned from all future flights with the airline.
Wait, with just that airline?
Yeah. That was an expensive ass flight, yo.
That's an expensive ass flight, yo.
Yeah.
Because your champagne ain't have enough bubbles.
I don't know what the fight was about, but I wish I kind of knew. I kind of
like that.
I kind of want to know now. Just because you said that, I kind of want to know why this fight occurred, and it probably was over some dumb shit too.
Yo, I want to know too. Some dumb shit. Oh, it said 21 scrimps, and I got 15. Some dumb shit like that.
Yo, I'll keep it a buck, yo. I think most arguments are over some dumb shit. Whether it be an argument on a flight, an argument in a relationship, an argument on the basketball court, all over some dumb shit.
Dumb shit.
You know?
Because you and the person ain't see eye to eye at that point.
Right. And then you'd be like, wait. So I'm mad and ready to fight because you fouled me, but fouls are part of the game. Start a fight. I'm mad because I'll use Beeze's reason. I'm mad because the champagne doesn't have enough bubbles. Is actually not the flight attendant's fault. They're just giving me the bottle they open. But yet, you know what? I'm gonna take it out on that person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, over dumb shit. But those are just my quick assumptions on why shit happens. But it usually be over some dumb shit like that. You know?
She like, this ain't Moet, this Andre.
Andre? I'm in first class. You giving me Andre? I ain't pay $1,000 to get served no goddamn Andre.
Yo, you stupid, yo. But yo, I'm telling you, some dumb ass shit like that. Now, I can't believe that.
Now, there are some people that would start a fight and an altercation with the flight attendant because of that shit. Me, I would just take a picture and be like, yo, this is the last time I'm spending $1,200 on a ticket and they giving me motherfucking Andre for champagne. Shit. Wayne Mills says, keeping it real goes bad. Yeah, real bad. $9,200 bad. Shit.
I'll tell you like this, though. The next time I fly, like Indonesia or something like that, again, I'm doing first. I want first class. Like, or at least business class. Yo, fam, I need to stretch out, yo. That's too long.
I feel you on that one.
How long is your flight? Do you know?
I think I'm gonna have to fly from here to Miami, and then from Miami to Spain. I think that's about 8 hours.
It's not bad. That's not that bad.
Yeah. I think I might hit up the dude and be like, yo, can I get business class?
Yeah.
Business or first class, if it's available, if it's in the budget, let me do that.
Yeah.
Because my job
For the leg space.
is actually gonna be paying for my flight and my pretty much the whole thing just about. But yeah, I'm gonna see if they got the budget for that. So
yeah, I'm sure they gotta have that in their freaking flyer mileages.
We'll see. They should, right?
Company freaking flyer mileages. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna be like, yo, I'm about 6'2". That's about 2-3 inches more than I actually am. But I'm gonna message them and be like, is there any way I can get some extra leg room? AKA first class. AKA a fluffy pillow and a blanket.
I'm like an NBA player.
You know? I sent them a pictures like down below me and shit. Like, you gotta look up.
Then I have you flying Air Spain.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna be flying. I'm gonna be flying some. Yeah, but let's move on to our next topic though.
Yeah, let's go.
Ray J has receipts on this whole Ray J Kim K sex tape that has been around for a while. And for a while, people have been saying, yo, Kris Jenner had something to do with it. And Ray J recently said, you know what? That motherfucker did. And I got receipts. We had a sex tape contract. Not for one sex tape, but for 2 sex tapes. Actually, 3 sex tapes. 3 sex tapes. He said she watched the sex tapes and said, nah, you need to do another one. That one ain't good enough. How your mama watching your sex tape and say, yo, you got to make another one. That shit ain't popping enough. Yo.
You ain't sucking dick right. I can't.
Yo. Mama must be the super freak. I'm just going to say that right now. Mama must be the super freak to tell her daughter she need to improve this sex tape. God damn, woman. She like, I've thrown it back better than that. I'm not saying that's what she said, but that's possibly what happened. But Ray J said he has signatures on multiple tapes. And they say this kind of was started because there's a show on Hulu with the Kardashians, and there was an episode where Kanye was talking about retrieving a tape. And the tape was one of the sex tapes with Kim and Ray J.
So he was gonna buy the tape behind the scenes?
He was gonna try and do something. That's what Kanye was gonna do.
He's gonna have to buy the tape.
They also say it's from a appearance that Kris Jenner had on one of the late night shows. I forget the dude's name. What's the English dude? The English chubby dude name? Fat dude, chubby dude. I don't know what to call him. Something Corden. I forget his name off the top of my head. You know, but he was on her show and he asked her, "Did you have anything to do with the tape?"
And she said no.
And she said no. And they had a lie detector with a lie detector person said, "This is true. She's telling the truth."
They paid that nigga.
Right. When Ray J said, yo,
she paid that.
That's a nigga you could pay. He's no expert. He don't even have a certificate or whatever the fuck you need to legally do. But I don't even know how legally you can do a lie detector test when they're inadmissible in most courts, if I'm not mistaken. Wayne Mills said Kanye wanted the 3rd tape. Yes, the 3rd tape is kind of what Ray J kind of pointed to as well on his Instagram video, which is about 45 minutes long. I would play some things. He showed text messages. All types of shit. I just had it up over here for a second. Let me see if I can pull it up on the screen. But have you heard anything about this, Bees?
No, I have not.
Did you know that?
I'm shocked.
You're shocked.
Uh-huh.
Why are you shocked? You didn't think
I didn't think that it was that many tapes. That's why I'm shocked. I thought it was a one-time goal. But he's saying he got tapes.
Yeah.
And then Kanye talking about he was trying to buy the chicks. Oh man, this is scandalous, yo.
Yeah.
This like some blacklist shit right here. Oh man.
Nah,
I did not know,
Kanye wanted to get tapes back. This right here is from I'm gonna play something real quick. This is actually from Ray J's Instagram. This is some video. This was one of his lives. He was actually showing messages and shit from his phone. Let me play this real quick. Let me see. Some stuff. So you got it back and you willingly, you're angry. As angry as you are with Kanye, this is some of the conversations that Ray J, this is from Ray J's live. This is from his live. Let's see. He had receipts. I would go into it, but he has paperwork. He got paperwork. Now, I would show the whole shit, but the shit is about 45 minutes long. If you're interested in seeing exactly what he was talking about, go ahead and pull up his Instagram. It's on his Instagram. So he had receipts to kind of back all this shit up, that this was business from the beginning.
Oh man, that's crazy, yo.
Did you ever see the sex tape?
Yeah, I seen the sex tape. I seen the first one. Like I said, I didn't know it was a sequel.
Well,
and
the first one you seen was actually the second one, because the first one that Kris Jenner saw said this shit ain't good enough.
So okay, you telling me that I seen the sequel? I ain't even see the prequel.
Yes, you saw the second sex tape they made because Kris Jenner said that first tape is not good enough, my nigga.
Yo, that is crazy, yo. How your mom's gonna say your first sex tape that ain't good enough? You gotta do another one, girl.
Exactly. Which is the wild shit.
Yo, listen. I'm telling you, she a different type of Kris Jenner. She a different type of what you call it. You know what I'm saying?
She about that bread and that bread only. Fuck love.
She about
even
that
for
bread,
my children.
and her daughters be casting spells on them the rappers and the athletes, yeah. They be casting spells. So these niggas be bugging out. Like Kanye, he's still bugged out, but right now he's just regular Kanye. If you really look at it, he's not bugging out how he was when he was with her. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is he not?
Yeah, he's still bugged out.
I feel like he's bugging out a little more.
Nah, that's regular Kanye. You know his fashion sense has always been out there and shit like that.
Did you not see his Pete Davidson shit?
No.
What?
Nah.
Over the past months?
I mean, but didn't he apologize to dude?
Only because Queen Elizabeth died.
Yeah, but I mean, still, like, he's making growth. It's growth. He's ready to cut his antics out. I mean, come on. I dressed up in a bush suit and I stalked this man. So, he's trying to make amends, You know what I'm saying? He's really listening. Like, right now, Jesus is telling him to walk. Like, I got hope for Kanye. I do.
I don't know.
I know, even though I know he bug out sometimes. He do. What's that, number 2 and number 3?
This is like number 5.
Good Jesus, Lord.
Number 5.
Okay. Cinco de Mayo,
Woo,
huh?
woo. It's Taco Tuesday, baby, and I'm eating a steak.
Tequila. Why he push her off the bridge?
It is some tequila. But man, I think it's wild for a mother to be pushing a child's sex tape.
Mm-hmm.
I actually part of me want to stop watching the latest Game of Thrones because it's like too much sex going on with the family. And I'm like, the family, like, it's weird. It's weird.
Oh, they got some taboo shit going on.
Yeah, they got uncles having sex with nieces and niggas having sex with teenage girls. I'm like, I got to stop watching this shit. Y'all trying to...
Listen,
these motherfuckers trying to normalize pedophile shit with motherfucking Game of Thrones, nigga.
Fair, but they've always been, what you call it, yo.
You know what? I'm going to make that a topic for Friday.
It's been like that. It's always been like that. Like, even before, in that medieval time, what you call it, yo, Julius Caesar, yo, he liked little boys. Like, Julius Caesar was a pedophile at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
From what was read in history books, but we can't know that for 100% fact. I say, and I say that was in a time when none of us have lived, so we don't know what the hell went on, you know. But we can't. Yeah. That one is only just based off of what people have written and what they feel like they've studied. But we can say Woody Allen is fucking nasty. We know that for a fact.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm telling you, there's a lot of butt mangling going on with little kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you know what?
Back in them days. But we going to get off of that subject.
Yeah, let's get off of that subject, because that subject is not a algorithm-friendly subject, and we will talk about the algorithm a little later as well.
Yeah.
You know? But let's go ahead and move on, though. It's wild with this whole Kris Jenner shit, but Ray J, you're not wrong for pulling out receipts. And Ray J's threatening to sue as well because of the whole late night show and the polygraph test, and trying to paint him in a crazy light.
And in a bad light, like he's making shit up and
right.
Shit like that.
Right. So he was talking about suing. So we shall see. It could be talking, you know, niggas.
Credibility.
Niggas do be talking shit though about suing. I'm a sue, but then nothing never happens. It's just talking shit. But hey, if you can sue, because them motherfuckers talk about they got billions. So get that shit. You know? Let's move on. Man, how do you know you're bougie? I was talking with my brother earlier today. He was like, yo, how do you know you're bougie, yo? He was like, cause yo, we grew up broke, yo. But now that we've gotten older, we've gotten good jobs and careers, we got a little bit extra shit. He said he noticed, yo, I be doing shit that is kind of bougie. I said, you know what? I be doing shit that's kind of bougie too. I was like, for one, I valet park a lot of places. If there's valet, a lot of times I'm valeting my shit. Is that bougie? I don't know.
Nope.
You say that's bougie? Yes or no?
Nah.
Nah? Okay.
That's just protecting your shit.
Yeah. Okay. I made a joke. I said, hey, I don't buy margarine. I buy butter. I spend the extra for butter instead of buying margarine.
Listen, I never bought margarine, so I ain't never cared. Like, that's something much ago. I hate the taste of margarine.
Okay. So buying butter over margarine isn't bougie. What's bougie?
You just buying for better taste. That's all it is.
I'm a little bougie when it comes to my food sometimes. You know, I'll go to a restaurant where my steak is going to be $100. Is that bougie?
Nah. That's paying for a good quality steak, and you paying somebody to cook a nice, good quality steak for you. That's what it is. Because listen, at the end of the day, $100, yeah, you ain't getting no bullshit steak.
You're right.
You better not. Yo, listen, you better not go back there and give me no fucking London brawl. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I need a Tom. I need some type of filet mignon or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
I
you.
need something of that matter. Like,
yo, Kai, what's going on, man? This is your brother, Carvey.
Yo, what's good, Carvey? What's good, Beef?
Yo, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Ain't nothing, man. I just saw the topic. That's how I gotta call in. Talk about
Oh
some
yeah,
this bougie
congratulations too.
that
Congratulations.
I'm up to. I appreciate it. Yeah, if y'all hear crying in the background, I might have to get off the phone expeditiously. You know?
Got you.
Yeah, no
Got you.
doubt, no doubt.
Nah, but as far as bouginess goes, I can tell you right now, my wife and I, we will not go to the movies unless it's IMAX or it's the Dolby digital joint, like the Dolby cinema joint with the recliner seats.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't go to the movies no more unless the seats recline and the theater's like some top-notch joint with the media.
Okay.
So I
that
call
might
when
be
I
a
tell
little
you we're
bougie.
going to the movies. First
You
question
need drinks and all that too?
Is it IMAX? What is that?
Is it IMAX? Are the seats a certain comfortability? Comfortability?
You need drinks and waiter service and all that too?
Nah. I don't need that. Nah, you talking about the dining theater with the drinks? I don't need that.
I like those
they
theaters.
got
I like
that.
those theaters.
Yeah, I'm not watching the movie if I drink and eat. Like,
Yeah, I'm
if
not gonna
a
drink.
burger, I'm going to sleep.
I can eat. I'm not going to drink though. I'm not going to drink in the movie because I'm definitely going to sleep. It's already hard enough for me for my ass to stay awake.
Yeah, that's for the 20-year-olds. When I was 20, I used to drink and go to the movies like a fool. Like, why would I do that? That's you when you're 20. You know? Nah, but the movies is one big thing.
Yeah, what else?
Yeah,
what
we
else?
don't go unless it's a top-notch joint. We definitely do the valet more, like you mentioned, Kari.
Yeah, definitely valet. When applicable.
We definitely. The funny joint. So we start. I don't think it's just us, but I think people in general act a lot differently now with the Uber Eats and the DoorDash deliveries. Like, people treat the delivery people mad different now. After that, this became like a norm. Like, people won't even open the door until they drop the food off and they bounce. Like, they still outside your door. Like, people don't even want to open the door. Like, nah, I gotta wait for them to leave before I open the door. Like, you start treating the delivery people. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was the pandemic.
Because
people
listen,
like that.
they don't want to tip niggas.
They don't. Just drop it off. You leave it at the door. You feel like you decline the tip.
Wayne Mills.
They baked the tip into it already. Like, you tip before they even bring it.
Wayne Mills in the chat says, "Yo, that's not bougie. That's coming up."
True. I guess it's a matter of perspective. Because when we were coming up, you call people bougie who would do some stuff like that.
You are right. You are correct.
Check it. You want to know what's bougie? When I think about it, okay, bouginess came hard body in the pandemic. For instance, there was a meme or something where dude walks into the liquor store and he's like, yo, and the guy in the liquor store is like, hey, my friend, what's up? How you doing? He like, I got it. I got the bottle right here for you. He said, Yo, I don't want the 1942. Give me the Georgie. When he had that fucking that extra 600, the nigga was bougie. He was like, all he drank was 1942. You know what I'm saying? Then when his money dropped down, he went to that cheap ass Georgie. So that's like a bougie breakdown. Like, he was bougie when he had the money. So a lot of people get bougie when it comes to money. But I'm gonna say like this: can you really call that bougie, or can you just call it upgrading your taste as you grow in status?
So Bees is saying.
That's what Wayne just said. That's coming up. You got no extra money now. You upgrade.
Right. So Bees is kind of saying your bouginess depends on your bank account.
Exactly.
Okay.
The money enables your bouginess.
Now here's the question.
If you ain't got money, you can't afford to be bougie.
Oh, wait,
exactly.
Hold up.
You can't be homeless. You can't be homeless and be like, yo, go up in the joint, like, let me get poached salmon.
I tell you what, There's a lot of broke motherfuckers out there that's bougie as hell. They be broke as hell, but they still won't do some broke shit.
No. Well, I'll tell you what happened. They got a taste of the bouginess. They don't want to go back.
Or maybe it's
Somebody
because
took them out.
it don't be their pockets.
Nah, the loss of that $600 to a lot of people. During that time, right? Niggas was bougie upgraded, and I'm gonna tell you another factor that happened. I'm gonna tell you how I know niggas was bougie through their bank accounts. But during that time, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people's taste got upgraded because a lot of people weren't even getting that on a weekly basis. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
They weren't even getting the 600 on a weekly basis. You feel what I'm saying? Then to get whatever unemployment's gonna give you, and then that $600 on top of that shit upgraded a lot of people's taste. That shit made a lot of people And then when they started doing the refunds and all that for like if you got the kids and all that, you get 400 or 600, 1,000 for this kid and all. Yo, fam, listen, there was a lot of money floating around. A lot of people
was buying crab legs.
Yes, that's a perfect example. Listen, the seafood joint on the corner of Diet from my house. Fam, when the 600 and the PP loans and all that was hard body.
That shit was crowded all the time.
Listen, that shit was crowded every day to where they extended their hours. They changed their sign. You understand what I'm saying? They was getting money. Now, you go in there, you get your food in like 10 minutes, my nigga. Before it used to take you like 3 hours, 2 hours, you get your fucking food. Now, like 10 minutes, yo. But it goes to show you, like, niggas was bougie, you know what I'm saying? Then, because they had it. But then as soon as that, and that's why certain areas, niggas is losing their minds now. Because they was giving everybody that. It's not like, if you weren't working and you had a way to prove that you was just unemployed because of the pandemic, or it looked like you was unemployed because of the pandemic, you came up.
Yeah.
But then, like, boom, and like I said, that's more money than a lot of people ever seen before on a weekly basis.
Right.
And that went to work every day. You get what I'm saying? So, the budgets was crazy. Oh, I'm buying $100 worth of weed. You know you ain't never bought that in a month. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden
I got one more example of bougie.
What's that?
This is about my wife, and I make fun of her all the time about it.
Okay.
But when I first met her back in college, right? Like the bag to have, at least when we were in college, you know the type of money you had in college. Coach bags was the bag to have, right? Like that's like everyone knows. You get a Coach bag, they're gonna be happy with the Coach bag. Right? They're not expecting any more from you. You in college, you ain't got no ends like that. They're not expecting the Louis and the Gucci and all that. So I used to get her car. Anytime I needed to make sure she was happy with a gift, I made sure I went and got the most expensive Coach bag in the store. A few years back, it wasn't a few years back, maybe like 10 years ago, 15 years ago now. Maybe like 10 years ago. Her birthday came along. I was like, you know what? I'm going to surprise her. I went to the Louis store in Manhattan, bought her the Louis bag, brought it home. Of course, she wasn't expecting that. So now she's like, wow, I got the Louis bag. I ain't see her wear a Coach bag again for the rest of the year. She ain't wear a Coach bag for the rest of the year.
Listen, it was at that point forward, that you knew you fucked up.
That's what I knew. I fucked up. Yo, from that point on, she has not received a Coach bag ever again. I tried to get her a Coach bag. I tried to get a Coach bag a few years ago.
And she ain't fucking with it, huh?
Fam. I tried to get her a Coach bag. I had to return it and get another bag from somewhere else.
I believe it.
I can't downgrade. She can't go back. She can't go back now. She got a Louis bag. She got a Gucci bag. I cannot show up with a Coach bag ever again.
I feel
like
you.
He said, I fucked up.
Yo, the most you
kept the coach going.
Listen, you can sneak in there. You can sneak in there with the telfair. You can sneak in there with a telfair.
You can sneak in there with a telfair. Yeah. But you know what?
Yeah, you sneak in with a telfair.
Them telfairs, I would say, don't do that. And I say that only because those probably have about 3 to 5 years left. You know what I mean?
What has 3 to 5 years left?
What do you mean? Because it was a business started in the pandemic, or it got famous in the pandemic?
Because it got famous on social media. Social media is what got it famous. I give it about.
So it's about the.
Yeah, I give it about 3 to 5 years before it's like cross colors.
What brand are you talking about right now?
Telfair.
Telfair.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't got nothing from there.
Let me see if I can pull it up real quick.
It's a black owned, what you call it, bag company made by a female who really, what you call it, like social media definitely help pick her up, but she like really came up in the pandemic. But at the same time too, is it the pandemic money that she just picked up on? You know what I'm saying? She just made a nice bag, and at this point, there were a lot of people who were able to afford the bag, because now, you know, like the bag is like all over the place. And I get you, Kari, and that's another reason why it may only have like 2-3 years, because when the bag starts it's too accessible, it starts
too many people have it.
Yeah, like, and I see that's why
it's not exclusive no more. Yeah.
Right, you know.
But I see that's why Louis Vuitton and like Gucci and all that. I see that's why they do what they do with their bags. Like price wise, I mean, I know it's really the name, but at the same time, it's certain bags that they sell, and them bags be like $17,000, and you know, boom. A lot of people ain't got $17,000 to go and buy a fucking bag. You feel what I'm saying?
This look like a Chanel bag. They put a T in the C.
Yeah. But if you notice on the website, all of them are sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a tactic. You ain't they not sold out. You just ain't got it. You got the stock. You make it look like it's sold out to make the demand.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You hold me down for a second, Bees. Hold me down for a second.
Copy. Yeah, so you know.
Yeah, man. I can't buy the Coach bags no more, bro. It's a wrap for me.
Listen. There's a lot of bags, but you know, it also depends on how much of a bag lover a female is, because I know like females that have like a whole range of bags. Like they got a Gucci bag, they got Chanel bags, but they also got Steve Madden bags. They got Nautica bags.
She got a little bit of everything. She got a little bit of everything.
You know what I'm saying?
I better not. Because I better not buy any of
those. Fam, no. You can't buy the bag. You can't buy that bag. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but she can come in with that bag. She can pick that bag. You know, I thought it was cute. You know, I got a little outfit. I got little shoes to go with it. You know.
Well, let me ask you this about bouginess, Bees. You order from Uber Eats, right?
Never.
What about any of the other?
Never. I order from Uber Eats.
You order from Uber Eats, sorry?
I tell you what. My Uber Eats, I actually calculated it up one month. My Uber Eats was almost like a rent bill. A couple of months actually. I was like, God damn, this is a lot.
Do you do priority delivery?
Priority delivery? Nah.
Okay. I think that's the ultimate bougie test right there. I take $2.
I'm about to tell you like this. I've ordered from Uber Eats before, you know what I'm saying? But I can count that on one hand, just as well as I can count on one hand how many times I've rode in an Uber.
Oh yeah, I don't drive around in the Uber. Uber Eats.
I don't do none of that shit.
Well, I do Uber Eats. I don't take Ubers too often.
Quiet as kept. I'll walk before I take a fucking Uber.
I'm gonna take an Uber. I've taken Ubers in New York. I've taken Ubers out here actually.
And this is why I'm telling you. I'm in New York.
What's that?
I said I'm in New York.
Yeah, I've taken Ubers in New York too. I don't want to fuck with the bus or the train. But I've taken Ubers out here just because I was like, you know what? I'm going out and I plan on drinking, so I'm gonna take an Uber and drive and hit up an Uber to bring my ass home. You know, those are the times I've taken an Uber though. But outside of that, not too often for the Uber, unless my car was in the shop and I had to take an Uber to go pick up my car or some shit like that.
You know what's crazy though with that? See, like I'm
laughing over here at in the chat. You said Corey
here in New York. Here in New York, you really don't have to do Uber. Uber's good, but to me in like New York City itself, like the five boroughs, I feel like Uber is a little like stupid because at the same time, you know, like the regular like round town cabs and you know like those type of they're cheaper than Ubers. It's just a Uber is like whoever's closest to you will pick you up. That's the only true convenience of But I mean, other than that, a regular cab is better than taking Uber in the city. You feel what I'm saying? Because that we'll say from the hood to my house now, that Uber would probably cost me $30. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if I call like round town or something, that would cost me $12. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but they
gotta charge that though.
But that's where the bougie factor comes in. Because if you jump in the Uber, chances are you might get a more comfortable ride. It might be cleaner. You know, the seats might not have rips in them. You know, you might be sitting on like
smell like the pine.
Right, you might be
pine carton.
You won't have a bulletproof glass separating you. You know,
you stupid.
I don't know how the cabs are currently, but I remember niggas used to have bulletproof glass.
Cab driver that said, "Well, where y'all gone to?"
Yeah, you know, it's and that's where the bougie factor comes in. Do you want to get in the minivan? Do you want to get in the minivan or Honda Accord?
Poppy, I not understand where you go. You say for I say for them. I go for them. For them.
I forgot all about calling the cabs, yo. That's one of the most stressful things on the earth, yo. Is calling the cab driver and praying that you understand them and they understand you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you afraid you're gonna make the dispatcher mad and you ain't gonna get no car.
Right. At least when you call an Uber, you know they know where the fuck you going. They just following the directions. They don't even know where they going. They just following the directions. Where we going? I don't know. It's going where I'm going.
It's going to take us 28 minutes to get there, 15 minutes to get there.
And you can see it right on their screen too.
Yeah, that's
I remember. Yeah, I ain't take a cab in New York in a while, but I used to bug out every time I would like take a cab ride, and as I'm in the cab driver is having a conversation on his CB with somebody, like a regular ass conversation. And I'm like, this nigga's on his walkie-talkie while he driving me somewhere, having a conversation.
They do that in Uber too.
I'm just hearing the whole conversation.
The whole time.
Oh yeah, I have seen people on the phone, but I only hear one side of the conversation. On the walkie-talkie, I hear both sides.
Oh yeah, it's like the Spanish. You know how the cats be in the Bronx, yeah. The Dominican stations. I'll be like, yeah. I don't even understand. You like 80, 80, 80, 80.
Yeah, they do be saying mad numbers, y'all.
Mad numbers, yo.
Right. But shit, let's move on, though. Let's move on, though.
Y'all gotta hop off for the baby anyway.
All right, man. Yo, make sure y'all get that little baby rested.
Nice hearing from you, okay?
When the baby goes to sleep, turn the volume up. That's always my suggestion.
Oh yeah. Oh, he sleep through everything because the volume is always on.
Yeah, when the baby goes to sleep, turn the volume up. That's always been my advice.
All right,
Joe. I'll holler at you.
All right,
one. I guess used to sleeping with the noise on.
Yeah. That's my brother Kai on the phone. You know, had a little static there a little bit, but We dealt with it. But let's move on to our next topic of the evening. Joe Budden, I watched his podcast, but he started a new show, which looks like it's going to be a series called Humans. And his first interview he dropped yesterday on his Patreon, and it was with Rob O'Neill. For those not familiar with who Rob O'Neill is, Rob O'Neill is actually the man who shot and killed bin Laden. When the U.S. did that raid over there, and I think Afghanistan, and killed bin Laden, he was the one that fired the shot. He was the one that killed him. He kind of described a little bit of it. It was a
bin Laden?
Yeah, it was a super deep conversation. Started from where he grew up. He grew up in like the middle of the country somewhere, where guns were a normal thing. Guns were a normal thing. Hunting was a normal thing. Said he joined the military because a girl broke up with him. He wanted to join the Marines, but none of the recruiters were there. And one of the people from the Navy said, "Hey, we got tough guys too. They're called SEALs. You should join."
And the nigga became a SEAL?
Nigga became a SEAL. Ended up being the man that killed bin Laden. Spoke about what his team was one of the teams that went out to try to rescue the team in that movie, The Lone Survivor. Which he said The Lone Survivor was a great movie. The only thing they got wrong was how steep that mountain was, because they couldn't recreate how steep that shit was because of where they was actually located at. They couldn't actually go there and refilm it. You know?
Gotcha.
He said he was in that. In the movie Zero Dark 30, he said the part of the movie in there that was bad was the end. The woman, she didn't cry. She didn't do none of that shit. He said after she saw bin Laden, she said, "Well, I guess I'm out of a job."
I can't.
You know? But he was talking some deep stuff. You know? He said the invasion of Iraq was bullshit. You know, when we invaded them after 9/11. He spoke about being a Navy SEAL, and the first time he killed somebody was in 2005. He spoke about how the first day he went out and killed somebody for the military was in 2005, and then every day after that, he was going out killing people. He said it got to a point to where he was on a kill team, and if they came back with under 11 kills, it was a waste of time.
Wow.
I was like, wow. He said he thinks about some of the people he killed. He said, well, there's one guy in particular that he thinks about almost every day, if not every day. He said he killed a man in his house, in his own house. And he's like, yo, I killed that man because they told me to go kill him. I don't know who he was. This was the first time I ever met him. I don't know shit about him. I was just supposed to kill him, and I killed him. And he says, I wonder if I met that man in a bar in Paris, would we be cool? Was he funny? Did he have a family? What type of person was he? You know? He was like, I have no idea why I killed this man, but I had to kill this man because that was my job. And I didn't have a problem doing it. But he says that shit affected him. That shit affect him to this day. He didn't say in the interview exactly how many kills he had, but I can imagine it's up there. He said all of these wars, somebody is making money off of it. that's not what he really wanted to do.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to be like a football player or something like that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
He said he joined the military because he wanted to learn about sniping. He wanted to go to sniper school. Not necessarily because he wanted to kill anybody, because he was like, hey, we're not at war. We haven't been to war since pretty much Vietnam. You know, Desert Storm was all fucking strikes from afar. You know, there was some people on the ground, but that shit was over like that in thinking about the time wars usually happen, especially when we're thinking about the one when we invaded Iraq. We just pulled out of there, what, a couple of years ago?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I thought, the interview was deep. It was very introspective into the mind of a Navy SEAL and some of the thought process and the way it affected him afterwards. It's crazy.
Yes, wow.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention it because I thought it was really good and very insightful. But outside of that, we shall move on. You haven't seen it, you should check it out. Which I think I got it. Abbott Elementary won a couple of Emmys this year. You know, the creator of Abbott Elementary accepted an award for best writing for Abbott Elementary for Quinta Brunson. And when I saw this, I was like, yo, that's so fucking dope. I never met her before in my life, but I enjoy the show so much. And when I found out who the girl Quinta Brunson is,
yeah,
I was just so happy for her because like she started out on the internet, making little videos on the internet, got a job with like BuzzFeed, and now she got like the biggest comedy show on TV, winning Emmys. Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm proud, yo. Where the fuck is my air horn? I don't even know what my air horn is anymore in this fucking thing, yo. See, where's my air horn? Where's my air horn? Oh shit, I lost my air horn, but fuck it. Right here. Throw some air horns for Quinta Brunson, yo. Shout out to her, won an Emmy. Jimmy Kimmel acted fucking like he passed out on the floor. Some people had problems with that. Like, yo, why you taking away from her shine, nigga, laying on the floor in front of her while he doing the presentation? Don't ask me why I did that type of tone. But that's how some people were feeling. Quinta was like, yo, Jimmy has been like the most supportive of me. He supported me from day one. He's called me and told me how much he enjoyed the show and shit like that. So she didn't have a problem with it. You know, she didn't have a problem with it at all. She didn't have a problem with it at all.
No shit.
Yeah, exactly, nigga. She didn't have a problem with it at all. But she accepted the award. I'm happy for what was the there was another award on the show as well. What was her name? B? What's her name?
Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Cheryl Lee Ralph. She won for what? Best supporting, I think.
Supporting, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what's up for her. Like, 'cause she's a goat. Like she's old school. You feel what I'm saying? And for her to like to never give up on her goals, and you know, like that's awesome to even see. You know, I like to see like, you know, some of the older actors and actresses of our people, you know, like win awards and stuff like that. Like, I think that's dope because you know what I'm saying. Like some of them, they've been needed these awards. Like these awards should have been given to some of them. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say all of them.
Now, what's the first thing you remember her from? The
Mighty Quinn with Denzel Washington.
The Mighty Quinn with Denzel Washington.
And Eh,
You know what? The
yeah,
first
and
thing.
maybe even something even a little earlier.
You know what the first thing I remember her from?
What?
The Distinguished Gentleman with Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
And do you know why I remember that?
Why?
Because that is the first movie I went to see by my goddamn self.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not feel like going to school one day. I was like, you know
I was
what?
working in a movie theater then too.
Yeah, but I went to the first show.
Yeah.
This was like in the winter. And I went to the first show because it was the earliest show. I didn't feel like going to school. I wasn't sure if my dad was at the crib. So I said, let me just ride the train downtown, come back. By the time I get over here, it should be around time for the first show into this Eddie Murphy movie. And this was not too long after Harlem Nights. I was like, yo, I got to see whatever Eddie Murphy movie come out next. That's just going to be fire, you know, because Harlem Nights was fire. So anything, Golden Child was fire. Beverly Hills Cop was fire. 48 Hours was fire. Anything that Eddie Murphy drops is going to be fire. And then I went to see The Distinguished Gentleman. But she was in it as well. And I left the movie theater a little like, it wasn't no Harlem Nights, nigga.
Yo, listen, listen. For me, Distinguished Gentleman had its parts. It wasn't your regular.
It ain't a classic. I'll say that.
Yeah, it wasn't your regular Eddie Murphy movie. You know what I'm saying? But it had its parts, yo. It definitely had its parts for me.
Yeah, it did.
You know
it did. I could if I was to flip through channels, though I don't flip through channels anymore. But if all of a sudden my Google TV said, "Yo, Distinguished Gentleman is on Tubi," I might watch Tubi. Just to because it's on. Yeah.
Yo, you know what's so crazy though?
What's
like
that?
The Distinguished Gentleman. Yeah, I seen that shit like mad times, yo. Like I dead ass like that movie, yeah. And you know what it is?
Yeah.
Because the movie made me want to be a motherfucking politician.
Yeah. Thought you could just take a nigga name and take his role, like, oh, that's my middle name.
Yo.
That's who I am.
Word.
The name you know.
The name you can trust. We're not gonna show you Jeff Johnson kissing babies. We're not gonna show you Jeff Johnson doing anything because you already know what Jeff Johnson does.
Hey, and it worked, you know? But that was the first time I recall seeing her in a role. And I tell you what, if you look back to that role, if you look at her now, she does not look very different. She does not look much older than she did 20, 30 years ago. She does not
age.
You know? Let's see. Distinguished.
Fam. And if you see The Mighty Quinn, it's what you call, because that's like one of the first movies, her and Denzel.
Let's see, I'm gonna pull up a frame from The Distinguished Gentleman.
But she used to be on a sitcom. I'm trying to think. I know she was on the Hughleys. No, she was Moesha's mom.
Let's see.
She was Moesha's mom.
Here she go from
Stepmom.
Distinguished Gentleman. That's her from Distinguished Gentleman. Right? And let's see her now. What's her name again?
Cheryl Lee Ralph.
Cheryl Lee Ralph. All right, let's check it out. So here we go. Cheryl Lee Ralph today. Oh, where'd it go? Cheryl Lee Ralph and Distinguished Gentleman, which probably came out in like 93, 94 maybe.
92, but
92?
Who's counting?
92?
Yeah.
Who's counting? But shit, that's her in 92. This is her in 2022. 30 years. When they say black don't crack, that's what the fuck they mean. You know? But shout out to both Quinta Brunson and Cheryl Lee Ralph winning Emmys for Abbott Elementary, which I will say is the dopest show on network television.
Yeah, that's my shit, yeah. I watch it on Hulu, but that's my shit.
See, now, I got to call out Cheryl real quick. She said, my daughter introduced me to Tubi. I didn't know all these good movies came on there. Hey, Cheryl.
Yeah, she's in the beginning stages. She's in the beginning stages of Tubi.
I don't know who the hell that was, but that was not Thor that I saw on Tubi. You know? I don't know who that Thor was. I'm pulling up an image now.
Yeah, I can't.
Who the hell is this? This is not Thor. This is Tubi Thor. Thor for Tubi. I don't know who that nigga Tubi is. That nigga look like Luke Skywalker wanting to be Thor. And Starship Troopers.
Facts. Yo, facts. He do look like what you call it, yo.
I was like, yo, who the Hamilton. I did not even press play. I was like, I don't know who that is.
It look like Luke Skywalker with a hammer. You stupid, but he do, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yo, man, let's move up out of here. I want to talk a little bit about the algorithm. What the algorithm is, how the algorithm works. I know we all hear this term all the time. The algorithm. You hear that shit a lot, don't you, Bees?
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you know what the algorithm is, or how the algorithm works, or what it even fucking means?
Nah, I'm really actually lost.
Well, the algorithm is pretty much a bunch of code that does something in today's world
like
of
in
the
Matrix.
internet. You know, today's world of the internet.
Yeah, like in the Matrix, how all those numbers was.
Yeah. But the definition of the word algorithm is a process or set of rules to be followed in calculations or other problem-solving operations, especially by a computer. That's what algorithm means in the dictionary. A basic algorithm would be something for division, which would be X divided by Y, which X would be what you want to divide Y by. You know, and you can write an algorithm to do that whenever it sees X and Y, which you can actually type into Google X or 1 times 2 into Google and it'll return that value. That's all an algorithm is just some code looking at something and making a decision based on it. You know, that's the simple terms.
Okay.
That's the simple terms. But in today's world, the algorithm is used for a lot of things. From one, showing us Google results. You know, Google has an algorithm that learns the information we want to see. You know, it learns the things we look at and then determines what it should return to us in results based off of what we looked at in the past. So Google's algorithm says, hey, based off of this person's searches in the past, when they search for these things, they're more likely to click on these topics. So we're going to send them back these results instead of all of the results that they probably won't click on most of these because it's not what they've clicked on in the past. The algorithm is trying to figure out how you view things. The algorithm is written by somebody that says, hey, these are our business goals. This is what we want to do as a business. How can we get the user to help us reach those goals? So they figure out algorithms that can help guide you to help them attain their goals.
Okay.
You know, so for like Instagram's goal is to keep us on the platform as long as possible. So the algorithm figures out the type of things we like. The algorithm says, hey, okay, one, we want people to start looking at reels. So let's look at the things they've looked at in the past and figure out which reels match up to what they like. Because if I'm not the only one here that uses Instagram, but I bet a lot of y'all find yourselves scrolling through reels of people y'all don't know who the hell they are.
Facts.
But a lot of them reels interest your ass because they're similar to shit you've looked at in the past. You know?
So if you're looking at pimple popping reels,
you're gonna start getting served more pimple popping reels. You're gonna start being served ads on stopping pimples. You know, the algorithm is working in all types of different ways. Algorithms wasn't so as complex as they are now. In the early days of the internet, there used to be a lot of a person writing if statements, where an if statement is just pretty much saying, hey, if this happens, do this. Otherwise, if this happens, do that. You know, the algorithm was a lot simpler only but 5-10 years ago. But now there's something called machine learning, where machine learning is kind of understanding the context in which stuff is written and stuff is said. You know, so machine learning is kind of able to understand me talking to my motherfucking Google Home versus me talking about Google Home. And it can kind of decipher the two, whether I'm talking to something or about something. And that's just like a real basic way of me kind of saying how machine learning is kind of like interpreting things. But it's understanding the context that you're saying shit. That's why they was able to make a AI rapper that can make lyrics that actually made sense in today's form of hip hop. Okay. You know, because the machines are able to actually understand what we're talking about and why we're talking about things in the context that we're talking about things. It wouldn't be able to create new context for some of these things, but it'll understand what we're talking about. But being that it can do that, it can kind of understand what we're looking at, what we're searching, how long we're looking at things, how long we're searching things, and really be able to kind of understand us more than you think you understand yourself a little bit with the things you're looking at.
Gotcha.
And these algorithms then say, hey, show this, show that. But there isn't just one algorithm. Every company's algorithm is different. The algorithm for Instagram doesn't work the same as the algorithm for Facebook. The algorithm for Facebook doesn't work the same as the algorithm for YouTube. Everybody writes their own algorithm independently of everybody else, and they just write it their own way to serve their own business needs. So the way one thing figures you out isn't the way another thing figures you out. Some of the things might be similar, like a TikTok might be a little similar to an Instagram, where it says, hey, if you look at these type of videos, we'll show you more of this, versus Instagram saying, hey, more reels will show you this, versus you looking at posts and us showing you more posts. I don't get served a whole lot of posts anymore. It's trying to get me to go to reels. The algorithm is trying to get me to go to reels. Now, is the algorithm good or bad? I think it's a little bit of both. Like Google's algorithm, for instance, where it kind of keeps me in my own little bubble of information. A majority of the time, it's giving me the information that I want to know. but it's excluding other viewpoints. So even though it might not be the information I wanted to know, it might be some information I need to know. But because it's not a viewpoint that's in my algorithm, or that the algorithm sees me viewing, it doesn't show me those. So that's why it could be bad, because now it's kind of segregating my information based on what I've looked at in the past.
Got you.
You know, the algorithm's funny. The algorithm's different, and there's no two the same, really. Even though Instagram and Facebook are pretty much the same company, the algorithms on Instagram and the algorithms on Facebook work differently. They have different goals, so they have to work differently, because they can't do the same thing on different platforms to produce the same goals, because every platform works a little different than another, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that made some sense to y'all. For those that wasn't aware, did that give you any type of insight on what the algorithm is and how it works, and that it's not really one thing but a bunch of things for all the different companies and shit?
Yeah, no, I got it. Totally understand it.
Got you. But yeah, I only want to be getting that for a little bit. But let's go ahead and move on. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up soon. I had a question.
Mm-hmm.
I had a question of the night. You know, I had a conversation the other day that kind of ended when I started laughing in somebody's face, because they kind of said dancing is cheating. And I was like, what? Dancing is cheating? You said if you dance with somebody, you might as well have an open relationship type shit.
Wow.
And I was like, that's an extreme for dancing.
So listen, let me ask you this, since you put dancing is cheating. So you're gonna tell me in House Party the movie they was just all cheating?
Yes. If anybody was in a relationship and they went to a house party and danced with somebody, that was cheating. I was like, yo, that is crazy. I actually started laughing in their face, maybe a little too hard. They got mad at me and left. Because I was just like, yo, that's crazy. I'm not sure how I can have a serious conversation with you if that's a threshold, that dancing is a what's that? A red flag? But no, what's the a deal breaker? Dancing is a deal breaker. That's just what I'm using.
I have to ask this. If I'm in like a situation like that, like, are there certain people that I can dance with where it's not cheating? I'm just asking.
I don't know. I don't know, because I just don't see it as.
Hold up. So if I'm dancing with my mom or my aunt or something, am I still cheating?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's the exception to the rule. You know. But I was like, yeah, that's just crazy though. You know, I've been dancing with motherfuckers since I was in junior high. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, we come from the generation of the legendary switch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now,
one party, you might dance with the whole party. Now, you might dance with every girl in there, but it's just dancing.
And then I kind of like explained some shit, and I was like, maybe I'm the exception to the rule. Maybe I'm just like the nigga that feels like he's super secure. I don't know, because me and my ex-wife used to go to clubs. You know, we would go out to the club and shit like that. And there would be times she would dance with people. I would dance with people. Nobody ever tripped. And I was like, maybe, I don't know. Was that weird? Is it weird if I go to me and my ex-wife goes to the club, my wife at the time go to a club and we're dancing with other people? Is that weird?
I don't know if it might. Nah, I don't know. I mean, from my point of view, it might just show what you call it of maturity in a certain sense, or either just being comfortable with your other person being out, or whoever it is, like just being comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? Like just being secure within what you have with whoever. Like, but I mean, dancing and cheating, like that's so crazy. So like, yeah,
I
you
felt like, yo,
you
is
can
this
even
1989 and Salt and Pepper is about to be arrested for dirty dancing?
you can't even go to Jamaica and dance, huh? Like I don't understand that. Like that's so crazy, yo. And like me, like me personally, as a person that likes dancing and shit like that, like that's wild.
Right, right.
That's wild because it's an art of just of celebration and shit like that. I mean, even though some people took the art to looking crazy, a little different now, but I mean, for the most factor, as a grown adult, that shit is just what you call it of celebrating. You feel what I'm saying?
It's just some shit that you do. You dance. You know, like.
If I'm in a party,
Mm-hmm.
can't nobody tell me, yo, don't dance, or I can't dance with this person. That I'm dancing. Like, okay, I may not walk up on something and just be dancing, but I mean,
Right. Like
if somebody,
if I'm in the spot,
if I'm,
I'm not the one that's gonna like just go out and just start dancing on motherfuckers. I'm probably gonna be chilling at the bar. I'm gonna be chilling somewhere. But if I'm chilling somewhere and somebody come throw some ass on me, whether I'm in a relationship or not, I should be able to just dance. It ain't like I got ass on me and she pulling her shit up or pulling her shit down and then whipping out my dick and say, fuck my hair on the dance floor. Then that would be cheating. But if I'm dancing with a motherfucker, and then when the song is over, even before when a motherfucker legs get tired of holding their body up and they say, okay, I'm tired of dancing, I'm moving on, that's all right, that's the end of that dance.
yo, listen, but at the same time, listen, what if I'm dancing? That don't mean I'm even up on her. I could be at an adequate distance
You could be
for
stepping in the name of
dancing.
love.
Yeah.
So I can't step in the name of love with a stranger if we both know the steps, which I don't know the steps. In my head, I know it, but my feet don't really match up to what's going on in my head all the time when it comes to stepping in the name of love. My shit think is going on. My head know the beat, but my body don't actually go to it because I never practice.
You having a problem doing the love slide?
Yeah, I never practiced. I never practiced doing the love slide. Though I'm so mad at R. Kelly, man. Not only because of all the nasty shit you did, but now I can't even enjoy your fucking music. What's the step in the name of love replacement? We need a step in the name of love replacement.
There is none.
We need a step in the name of love replacement. Okay, check this out. Okay.
Because you time out. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Because you want to know what happened?
What happened?
What replaced step in the name of love?
What's that?
Happy people.
Happy people?
So you still stuck with R. Kelly. Happy people.
But that's still R. Kelly.
Yeah. Listen, but this is what I'm saying.
He
made the replacement. He made the replacement for his
all singers, bands, steppers in the name of love. We need a replacement for Step in the Name of Love and Happy People. Because I want to be a happy people without dancing to happy people. I say that because I just can't listen to it the same. Now when I listen to it, it's like, is he happy because he got a bunch of kids? Or, you know what I'm saying? You see how it's fucking tainted? Is he stepping in the name of love? What love is this nigga stepping into? How old is this love? Is love her name? I don't know. And that's why I can't fuck with R. Kelly no more, because I can't hear none of his shit without saying to myself, was his shit inspired by this nasty behavior? totally off topic, totally, but it's talking about stepping and dancing, which dancing being cheating is wild to me. Let me look over here in the comments. A house party is not a deal breaker, but it depends on who you dancing with. Somebody you had dealings with, that could be a deal breaker because you got to look at Kari. Why is it a deal breaker if you had dealings with them? So if I'm in a party dancing and an ex sees me and says, "Hey, Kari, I ain't seen you in a while. Let me shake this ass on you. Show me what your ass done missed." And I'm like, "Ha ha ha, bitch, I ain't miss you." That's a deal breaker?
Listen, I don't know what's going on here, but if that's a deal breaker, that's crazy. Shoot, but you know what's so crazy?
What's that?
Deal breakers when it comes to shit like that. I realize too, it's different for everybody else. You know what applies to me may not apply to you.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm saying?
Yes, definitely.
But deal breakers, like, you know, I've known people who deal breakers. I know a nigga got a deal breaker from you played yourself. Just from that, complete deal breaker.
Oh shit! What was the line?
You can never get back in the good graces, huh?
What was the line?
You played yourself.
I'm saying, what line came before that? That's just a line to say that's the deal broken. But what made it the deal breaker?
I don't know. It was listen. All I know is that one person been trying to get in touch with the other person, and the other person, since that has been said, will have no dealings with the other person.
Got you.
You feel what I'm saying? So like that's a deal breaker. That's you get what I'm saying? But it's a different type of deal breaker. Like if somebody says, you know, all right, I mean, that may not be a deal breaker for me, but that's a deal breaker for somebody. It all depends on like the standards of what your deal breaker is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Eddie Murphy and Boomerang. His deal breaker was if she had some fucked up feet.
That nigga had mad deal breakers in that movie. That's just the one. That's just the one we saw. That's just the one we saw. Martin and David Allen Greer told us, "Nigga, you always got a deal breaker." You know, he was just one of them funky ass, one of them niggas that everything was a problem. But I kind of feel him though.
Campbell was crazy.
Yeah. Yes. I agree. Now, I'm not saying his deal breakers weren't legit, but I don't think a dancing was a deal breaker in that movie. Bad feet, I can agree with. If your feet all fucked up and funky and your shit look like you're about to hang upside down from a tree, that could be a deal breaker. You know? So I kind of agree with Marcus Graham on that. You know? Crazy?
Keep her socks on.
You fucking crazy?
Keep her socks on.
You know, you fucking crazy? That's a deal breaker.
As long as she keep her socks on.
You said as long as she, I don't know.
As long as she keep her socks on.
I don't know.
And she don't scratch my legs.
No, I like to see feet. I like to see feet when I be up in it. I like to see the feet. I'll be like, oh, look at them ankles. And it'll be just weird, especially if the bottom of the socks are dirty. Like you put her feet up and then you see the bottom of the socks and they dirty. It's like you've been walking around the house for the past 10 hours.
It's even worse. It's even worse when it's bare feet.
Hey, no. Slippers, nigga. Slippers. And then take the socks off. Take the socks off.
I done seen some of the bottoms, some bad bottoms.
So you smashing the dirty feet girl bees? You was smashing the dirty feet girls? You was like, you didn't make them take a shower?
Never got that.
You take a shower and did not wash your feet?
It never
did you not stand in the water?
Never got that far. It never got that far.
They just put their feet up to relax, and you was like, God damn, them feet dirty.
Yeah. That's a deal. Yo, listen. That's a deal breaker that you don't even walk up on. Like you don't even entertain. As soon as you like it's like you walking. And you see it, and it's like boom, and she put her feet up, and you look at the bottom of them shits, and them shits is like black, and you like, oh, or even brown. You know what I'm saying?
You're like, your feet supposed to be light skinned.
You know what I'm saying? And you like this.
Like everybody's feet light skinned, but yours is black. That's not
You
right.
keep walking because you don't even acknowledge her because the deal breaker has been broken as soon as her feet went in the air.
Oh shit. Oh man. Nigga said your feet look like they old. It's not supposed to look that way.
Yeah, but I'm sympathetic. I've dealt with some shit, and I'm not gonna even say sympathetic. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a personality person, so I've dealt with some shit. You know what I'm saying? One chick, you know, she had the leg and the cast and all that. You know, I dealt with that. You know. I dealt with an immature hand, shit like that, you know.
Yo, B. She used to get taller and shorter as she walked.
Yeah. Then she used to try to chase a nigga.
Oh my God, yo. I'm not fucking with you, Bees.
Yeah. Listen, nah, you know.
No, let me stop. We gonna get canceled. Let me stop.
Yeah, I knew a chick. She had a I dealt with a chick. Yeah, she got hit by a car. You know, it was because she got hit by a car, but she had the high hip.
So she had the ill bop.
Yo, my nigga, the ill bop. She had the big lopsided.
Yo,
fatty.
we should not be making jokes like this. This is not good behavior.
I'm not making jokes at all, yo. You heard me. She had the big lopsided fatty, fam. What you talking about, yo?
Yo, the nigga said the big lopsided fatty. Yo,
yeah.
nigga.
Yeah. Fam, listen.
Oh my God.
That was
I might have to label this. I might have to label this dealing with chicks with disabilities. Oh my God.
Yo, listen.
You've dealt with multiple women with disabilities?
Yo, fam, I had a chick. She had the L deep voice, like the deep voice.
That's not a disability. I don't know.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. When she call your mama house, it is.
Hey, Brian, some dude on the phone.
I'll speak to Brian. Right?
Yo, how long did that last?
Yo, it lasted for a little while. Yo, she had the fatty, and she was She used to take care of nigga. She was a good joint. She just had the wild.
Oh my gosh! And
voice, you know what I'm saying?
And this is why Rock. This is why Rock says I am the way I am, yo. The nigga says I'm mad vain when it comes to women, yo.
Yo, listen, nah, on some real shit though. She wasn't ugly or nothing like that. Like I said, my nigga, she just had the wild, deep voice.
Yeah, so her voice was deeper than mine? She had like a Clue voice?
Yo, I ain't gonna say exactly. Yeah.
Yo, my nigga Clue sound like he could do commercials for fucking science fiction, nigga. That nigga got like a Morgan Freeman / trailer nigga voice. So you had
he got the planet Earth voice.
Yes, he got the planet Earth voice. Yes, that nigga could speak for the planet Earth. The niggas would believe that's Earth. They'd be like, "Hello, what the fuck?" Y'all niggas would think. So you had a chick talking about, "Yo, bees, what up?" Hey, baby.
Pamela Lamb, yo, that was my girl, yo, Pamela Lamb. Yo, fam, and she hustled like a motherfucker.
And so she was gangster with a deep voice, and
she was a hood. She was a hood joint. Yo, fam, like, you know, I used to be into like hood joints. You know what I'm saying? So she was hood. You know, I used to be like
Kimmy says my voice. And all that. Give me a second. Kimmy Cat over here in the chat says my voice isn't deep. My voice is deep let me stop. My voice is it's medium. It's medium. It's like my voice is medium, right? Maybe, right? I don't know. What's my voice like? I don't know. Some people told me I sound like Nas. Some people told me I sound like Q-Tip, and I was like, those are two totally different voices. How y'all get that shit?
Nah, your shit is mid range. Yeah, like a mid range voice.
Mid-range voice.
Yeah.
Mid-range. So Clue's voice is mad deeper than mine. My voice is deep.
Nah,
My voice is deep early in the
Barry
morning.
White baritone and shit.
Yeah, my voice is baritone
like
at about my voice is baritone for the first 15 minutes that I'm awake. You know. Yeah.
Everybody's is.
Yo, the first 15 minutes in the morning, nigga, I sound like Billy D. Williams trying to give you some Colt 45, baby. You know, that's what I sound like when I first 15 minutes in the morning.
Yeah, you stupid.
You know,
yeah.
That's what I sound like first 15 minutes in the morning. Hey, baby, you want some Colt 45? I know it's 7 a.m. Trying to make you feel all right.
Yo, matter of fact, when I think about her homegirl, she had like a T-Boz voice, but to like two notches up of deepness.
T-Boz voice kind of sound like oh man. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody gonna know what I'm talking about. You know that shit you used to do as a kid? That old dirty bastard did on the album? Yeah, that shit like that's what T-Boz's voice sound like.
Yeah, I'm about to say, do not do that at your age now. You will hurt yourself.
Yeah, that's what T-Boz's voice sound like. But it sound like she sound like she did it one time and the shit got stuck. You know how like when people used to say, "Oh, if you hold your face like that, if somebody tap you on your shoulder, your face gonna get stuck." It sounded like she was doing that, and somebody tapped her on the shoulder. Her voice got stuck like that. That's what it sounded like. I don't know. There was actually a movie. What movie was that? There was actually a movie where like there was this little girl. She was making a face and shit, and somebody tapped her on the shoulder, and her face stayed like that. She let go, and her face was just stuck. Might have been like the Twilight Zone or some shit. I don't know. You know, but I think that might be just about everything we have for the evening tonight. Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up for tonight. It's a fun show.
Yes.
Went over some fun stuff.
My tablet is on 3.
Oh shit, your shit about to die on a nigga. Shame on a nigga that tried to run. Tablet about to die on a nigga. Man, I finished watching some Walking Dead this week. I mentioned earlier House of Dragons. That shit got me feeling a little funny, yo. Yo, niggas, this shit is too crazy. I ain't even gonna get into it because that's a algorithmish topic that might get a motherfucker shadow banned on the low. You know. Let me see. Anything else? Do I have anything else that I wanted to mention? Let me just double check. Oh, there was a story I was gonna talk about, but I didn't actually. I'm not sure how true it was. That's why I didn't actually talk about it. But I'm not sure how true this story was, but it was a little funny. It was talking about a dude that made a TikTok video that created a restaurant on DoorDash. And
it doesn't exist?
Pretty much he made himself a pizza restaurant on DoorDash. He ordered himself some pizza boxes. He then went to Walmart and bought all the frozen pizzas, made them in his crib, and then just put them in boxes and gave them to motherfuckers as they came to his house to pick up pizzas for delivery.
What a come up.
Yeah, what a come up, right?
I'm sorry. That's a come up. Yeah, that's a come. You want to know why?
Why is that?
That is pure. That's just pure genius. That shit is pure genius. You telling this nigga went and bought tombstones and all that, yo.
Yes.
And boom, okay. That's what you. I got Supremes. This is what I got.
Yes, exactly.
Yo, Gene, yes, yo, Gene, yes.
I'm not sure how true it was, but the TikTok made it seem like it was legit, but we never know.
You know, yeah, shut up. I could do something like that here, yo.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah. Listen, I got enough stoves. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
I got enough.
You know,
make it happen.
The other thing, real quick, YNW Melly has a diamond tooth in his mouth.
Oh
right?
man.
He has a diamond tooth in his mouth, and underneath that diamond tooth, or that diamond tooth cover, is a rotten ass tooth. A rotten ass tooth. Issue is he is locked up, and the judge is denying him
His tooth.
the ability to go get his tooth fixed, which I guess he needs more than the prison doctor, because he has that tooth put on his tooth, that diamond tooth put on his tooth, which is now helped corrode his fucking tooth. So he probably got stink tooth underneath a diamond. And they got a sticky
tooth.
diamond. You know, he's got a sticky diamond tooth in his mouth that he can't get taken out now because he's locked up for murders, which he was charged with. I'm not sure if he's been convicted or not yet. I don't recall off the top of my head. But that's why he's locked up, and the judge has denied to allow him to go get that shit fixed. Is that fucked up, or nigga, why the fuck you put,
I mean, it is.
Why you put a diamond tooth in
It
your
is
face?
fucked up. It is fucked up, but you know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I guess, yo, they don't want that nigga talking to nobody by the end of that, because that tooth gonna start getting funky.
Funky
fam,
and
it's just like
painful probably as well.
Yeah, because think about it, like it's just like with Lil Wayne. You know, he had to go and get his shit done when he was locked up on Rikers, because they made him take all his shit out, and all that shit was fucking rotted and corroded up under his shit too. You know what I mean? That shit ain't.
I always thought permanent fronts was real silly.
Yeah.
I always thought that was silly. I'm like, wait, it's not protecting your teeth. It's protecting your teeth from getting shit taken off of it. You know?
Yeah.
It's protecting the shit that gets stuck to your teeth. Not actually your teeth.
Yeah. Meanwhile, your tooth is dying up under there.
Yeah. Your shit is dying, but it's blingy. It's shining. That shit get really
That's some shit you get when you when you got dentures and shit like that. You get gold dentures and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I tell you what, when my kids was little, my son particularly, when he was little, he didn't really fuck with milk like that. This is my theory. So his teeth was like kind of fucked up, right? And the dentist was like, yo, we probably need to put caps on his shit or do something with his teeth or like give him veneers or some shit like that. I'm like, wait, he's fucking 3. You want me to put veneers on him? How much are those veneers? $5,000? No, I could go get some gold fronts for $250, right? I put some gold fronts on this little nigga mouth quick as fuck. You want me to go get some veneers for $5,000? You know? I tell you what. Them teeth gonna fall out in another year or two. You know? Them teeth gonna be gone, and he gonna get his regular teeth, which is fine. Yeah. But I got my teeth are fine. See? Yeah, my teeth are fine.
Nigga said he gonna give a 3-year-old some front.
Yo, fam.
Yeah.
Yo, I would recommend if the dentist says, yo, we want to get some veneers for your kid, and they're like 3 years, they ain't even got their real teeth yet. Go get him some gold goddamn teeth, man. Go get us some gold fronts. Had him slide them shits in and out every night, yo. You know, every day shit. Fuck that, man. Spending $5,000 on some teeth that's gonna fucking fall out, nigga. You know? What? For what? For what? They falling out. You know? The kid don't even know how to smile properly yet. You tell a kid to smile, what they do? They don't even know how to show their goddamn teeth. You know? Am I wrong?
No, I can't.
How many kids get a big smile? Smile. Think you look like a clown. They don't know what the hell you talking about. You know? I'm just saying. Shit.
Yo, but there is something that I'm confused about too. I want to bring up.
What's that?
This thing with Illinois.
What about Illinois?
In January the 1st, 2023.
Are you talking about the bail reform?
the bail reform, but also no, they sign like some type of law or something like that, like stating to a purge. I mean, I haven't.
Nah, that was just a headline. That was just a headline to try to get your attention. Ain't no damn purge. It's bail reform, and they tried to say they made a headline to try to say it was a purge because they wouldn't hold people for bail, for cash bail, for certain offenses. You know, some of them was like one of the offenses was kidnapping or armed robbery, but those were offenses that they wouldn't put people in jail for cash bail. So they're saying since there's not going to be no cash bail, it's going to be like the purge because all the violent people aren't going to be in jail on no more. When the majority of the people charged for these don't have a lifetime of doing this shit, you know? The majority of the people that get charged for that might be a person like me that might be driving, might park my car in a fucking spot. Somebody hit my shit with a shopping cart, get loud with me. I punch him in the fucking face. Now it's fucking aggravated assault. Shit like that, they won't put me in jail for. They'll be like, all right, come to court. Because that's the majority of shit. The rare shit is actual, let me duct tape this motherfucker mouth, throw in my trunk and kidnap him. That's the rare occasions. There's not many occasions of that. The occasions of kidnapping they're talking about is, motherfucker, you ain't leaving till the motherfucking police get here. But now you're trying to hold this motherfucker here till the police get there, which is technically kidnapping because you're holding them against their will. And then the police get there and they be like, you're the one actually committing the crime for holding this person here. It'd be little shit like that, you know? But they're not actually having no purge when niggas is killing niggas. Like, fuck that. Y'all niggas is dying because I can shoot niggas today. They're not doing that shit, you know?
Copy.
All right. But let's get up out of here, though. You know, it was a fun Tuesday evening. We'll see y'all on Friday night.
Peace
out. Wait, was that the right one? Yes, it is the right one. May the rest of your week be great. Do your best to stay sucker-free. And keep a
Thanks
smile
for
on
watching
your
the
face,
dopest
baby.
live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Kari's crib. 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 Thanks for watching the dopest live stream. That's something like a podcast, something like a newscast, and sometimes like a showcase. Kari's crib. 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 Kari's crib.